Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Your Stupid Opinions.
Hey!
Hello there. My name is James Pietragallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmie Whisman.
Here we are again, everybody. We are going to hear what's wrong with the world from...
Grieve it, guys.
Grieve it. Give us your complaints. Tell us everything. And we are going to start right in with where we left off last week, which was the Daytona Beach, Florida Seascape Inn, which sounds lovely.
It does.
It sounds like sounds like you're sitting outside with a glass of wine watching the waves crash, but not exactly what's going on. You'd be sitting with a bottle of Mad Dog out of a bag watching waves crash in this joint. It's not good. So anyway, if you like this show, definitely make sure to rate and review and listen to our other two shows, Crime in Sports and Small Town Murder, which are exactly what they sound like, but funny.
Yeah.
So here we go. Seascape Inn. We left off with RJ here, and the people have been complaining the mold in this place is like the blankets are wet when you get there, just because they don't dry, because the air conditioning doesn't work.
Yeah,
there's mold.
The bathroom has black mold growing up the walls.
We saw it. It was disgusting. So here we go. Seascape Inn, RJ, 1 star. The view was nice, but it ended there.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people bought a plot of land to put a motel on it 60 years ago because it was a nice spot, and they haven't touched it since, it seems like. The check-in guy was rude and acted like we were annoying him by bothering him for the room.
Sorry, I'm busy watching TV.
And it's like Clerks. Like, this job would be great except for the fucking customers, man.
Right, for all them.
The property is a maintenance nightmare. Cracks in the structure, peeling latex paint over acrylic paint, gates not closing correctly, and the room was just as bad, with cracks in the walls. The decor to the patio was jammed and wouldn't... cracks in the walls, comma, the door to the patio. That should have been a period. That's my problem here. Yeah. Period. The door to the patio was jammed and wouldn't open easily. Another period, which they don't put. The floors were composed of 3 to 4 different styles.
Nice.
That's wonderful. That's what I like. I like this is the tiles from the Jurassic period over here. These are the tiles from, that's what I like to see. Like the Grand Canyon walls. That's what you want your tiles to look like.
I stayed in Circus like in fucking 2006.
Oh.
And the carpet was a different print than the runner around. You know, it's like a little bit of lip that
They'll
goes
just
up
cut
the
out
wall.
they cut out a dirty spot, put more in there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the whole carpet must have been a murder scene. But that the clown's print of the carpet around the wall stuck. It was fine. No spatter on that.
That's perfect. Oh, these fucking... I have told you about Binions on this show when we did the reviews. I stayed there with a fucking recent fire, just melted lampshade with fire marks up the wall.
Yeah.
A broken light bulb still in the thing.
Unreal.
So, yeah, Vegas can be disgusting. So, back to Daytona Beach here. 3 to 4 different styles. Dirty toilets with heavy staining. Peeling paint on the bathtub, rusted old fixtures, cracked tiles, bugs, missing curtains. People could see right in.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's what you want. Missing phone to call the front desk. Just not there. Somebody stole the phone and sold it. Sold a hotel phone. Missing hairdryer. Missing alarm clock. Okay, it's 2025. Use your phone like everybody else on Earth.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Surprisingly, they did supply mini shampoos. I'm sure it was top quality stuff, too. The worst part, the keyed door is a single doorknob that is the quality of a locked interior door with no additional means of security. So it's just like a little turn thing. Wow.
Thing, yeah.
And if that wasn't concerning enough, we walked to the room and used the key, mistaking it for our room. It opened the room and walked on someone else's belongings.
Oh, so Jesus.
They've got like master keys, basically.
Yeah.
Like, they won't try other people's rooms. It's fine.
They all work for the same.
It's all the same. Yeah. They got a deal on doors. That's on doorknobs, and they had it all work. This place needs to be shut down and revamped badly. It can be cute, but for now, it's caked on lipstick on a pig. Summary, avoid for security, safety, and health. Yeah. That sounded like a nightmare. The whole room was the worst ever, and any door opens any room. Making it
that's the problem. The biggest problem.
That makes it like you're in some sort of weird fuck club or something.
Yeah.
Here's the best part. Any door is open with any key, everybody, and you can just walk in and put your dick where you want to. Like that's what it sounds like. It's a weird swinger fuck party.
Holes in every room.
Maybe that's what it's for, and these people aren't getting it.
They don't understand.
They're not understanding what the point of this place is. Randy gives 1 star. Old Randy. Had a hard time finding a reasonable priced place to stay, so we thought we'd give this place a try. Big mistake.
Big mistake.
We found out it's definitely cheap.
Yeah. It's incredibly cheap.
But for a reason.
Yeah.
First of all, it was filthy and gross. Not just filthy. Gross, too.
Both.
I wouldn't even sit
thing.
on the toilet seat. That's
No?
nice. I like to
Heavy
pay money
staining.
to...
Yeah.
Well, you want to pay money to hover above the seat like you're at a truck stop. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Excellent. We barricaded the door with a table and chairs for fear of someone breaking in. Well, lucky for you, they don't have to break in if they have a key to another room. They just walk in. It's all good. The patio door didn't close or lock. That's nice. People could just wander in that way. This is a major dive. Plus, our room was on the 3rd floor and the elevator didn't work and we were in our 70s. So these people had to haul luggage up 3 flights of stairs in their
Jesus.
70s. The bathtub was so nasty, I refused to take a shower in it, and when washed my face, only cold water.
Oh, no.
The prisons have better bathroom facilities than this. Spare yourself the agony. Gross, gross, gross.
Yeah, there is nothing worse than a tub shower in a hotel anyway. But then when it's fucking gross.
When it's disgusting. Yeah, if it's pristine,
that's worse.
fine.
Yeah.
If it's pristine, fine. But when there's like shit on it where you're like, I'm stepping on someone else's something and I don't like it.
Vile. Yep.
It's
you know you're
disgusting.
leaving there with planner's warts.
Oh, fuck that. And this is after you were hovering above a toilet at 75, which doesn't sound easy to do, by the way.
No.
75 seems like, Martha, my knees are giving out. Help me. Give me 2 more minutes. I'm going to fall in the seat, Martha. Don't let it happen. Help me.
My thigh muscles are shredded.
Yeah, you'd just be shot. Clayton, 1 star. If I can post picture evidence, I will. That's almost, if I could give 1 star, I would.
Yeah.
The ladies at the counter had no control and they were doing their job. I do not fault them. Well, that's nice. But this place could be a jam. It could be a jam, but it is not.
Okay.
Could be a jam, but hey, man, what are you gonna do? Or under this management, it could be it could be a good investment. Truth is a long list. Furniture was no longer viable. I don't know what that means. Old and shitty. Cockroaches, water leaking ceilings, and the door was kicked in, so there was no need for a key. Well, that's convenient. We went ahead and kicked in your door for you, so you just open it, close it, it swings.
Oh, look, this doesn't work. That's helpful. I can just use my hip to open it.
That's terrific. Yeah, I'm coming in with like stuff and beach towels and shit. This is convenient. Great location, but unfortunately, this hotel is in need of 90% repair. You know those hotels where they rent the rooms out to people who have nowhere else to go, like a hostel? I don't normally complain, but I need to protect people. He's going to be the protector. Thanks. Thanks, Clayton, for being our protector here. We need that. The hotel is uninhabitable. Hopefully, people read this review before they spend their money because you will not get it back. No. Remember, if you book with an outside party, do not hesitate to leave immediately and let them know that there is something wrong. And then the rooms, he says, under the, like, because there's like ratings for service, location, and rooms. Under rooms, he wrote, pretty sure they might make math. I think he means meth. But it's really funny when it says math. Pretty sure they might make math there. I just picture a bunch of like Asian people locked in a room make more math, you motherfuckers, and then locking them in there.
Algebra? This is where they make
This is where they make it. They make math. It's like a math sweatshop in there. You're just making math problems, sewing machines going. Please let us go, because it made me feel like I possibly know what it's like to be a junkie living in squalor.
Right.
Yes, this is your squalor here. Nearby activities, it says, would include finding a new hotel. That's what the guy said. Safety, not safe. There was a piece of wood safety in the sliding door, and the front door didn't need a key because it was kicked in. And deliberating. Deliberating?
Deliberating?
I think he means dilapidated.
Dilapidated.
But he got deliberating. Dilaborating. Well, Borat's in there. That's fun.
Yeah, it's a different spelling of everything. Whatever.
Wow. Noteworthy details: cockroaches, bed bugs, filth, rust. Not safe. Nice view of the beach.
How is
nice.
that?
That's nice.
Well, guys, there's the water as we get eaten by cockroaches and mold.
Yes, I have bed bug bites all over me, but man, that fucking beach is pretty from here, isn't it? Noel.
Black mold spores in my lungs, but there it is. You know what? Rolling waves. Yeah.
Sacrifices. You want to see a beach? That's what you get. Noel, 1 star. Wouldn't stay here again, even if you paid me, and that's all in caps.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe her either because she paid to stay here the first time. So I knew when I booked this hotel it wasn't going to be the greatest, but I wasn't prepared for how bad this place really was.
Oh.
I needed a room at the last minute, and this was the lowest price. Well, you're going to get shit then. That's what you get.
Your problem.
That's your problem. We stayed in a place in Austin like that, last minute, lowest price, and it was horrifying.
We didn't go to the front desk nor review it.
No, we knew exactly what we were getting ourselves into when we saw $88 flashing in red on the fucking sign outside. We went, this isn't going to be good, but this is all we can afford. So we're doing it. Grace, that was 2017.
It screamed from the billboard, we're in your price budget.
Yeah, you get poor people. And then we had to sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
That's all they had. So we were like, well, that's what we got.
That's what we're doing.
That was the sacrifice of South by Southwest. So they said the first strike was when we checked in. Either the previous guest or the cleaning person left the oven on, which isn't great because it's hot. It's Florida. You don't want to walk into a hot room. If it weren't for my husband checking out everything, we wouldn't have known, and who knows what could have happened. Nothing. It's just been hot.
Yeah.
Usually the ovens are fine to be on for a long time. They're an oven. I mean, people cook shit for 12 hours sometimes, so who knows?
Yeah.
Second strike was the amenities of the room or lack thereof. There was no trash cans in the room, not even in the bathroom. Although the fridge was clean, there was a foul smell coming out of the freezer.
Oh, boy.
There was a head in there, probably.
Yeah.
Did the previous tenant have, like, big glasses and a Wisconsin accent at all? Did that happen at all?
Or was it... It's a Spanish lady. Perhaps it's her husband's dick.
Yeah. What are we doing? We don't know. Yeah. The beds were hard as concrete, and there was no chance of having a good night's sleep. Third strike was when part of my room lost power. Not the hotel lost power, just that those plugs don't work anymore. Right. That's weird. At one point, my AC cut off and wouldn't turn back on. The TV wouldn't turn on, and none of the outlets near the bed worked. Oh, this is great. No charge in anything. Terrific. There was only one working outlet, which was in the bathroom, which is where you want to put all of your,
Certainly. Put all your electronics
AC
right
adapters right there. I'm sure it's all, GFI.
GFCI,
It's all fucking fine, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that last few strikes. There is no last few. There's only 3 strikes.
Yeah.
She's got like strike 7 is this.
Why are you running an inning on this hotel?
Yeah, this fucking hotel's got a whole goddamn lineup. The last few strikes happened right before we checked out. My husband killed a roach in our room. Someone was cooking and the smell was coming into our room. A random guy was screaming outside my room. You just described Florida. I mean, I don't understand what you want here.
What do you want?
You went to Daytona Beach and you got Daytona Beach. Enjoy. No pool, no direct beach access. Half the parking was gone due to hurricane damage. And overall, the hotel is just completely run down. That's the other thing, too. If they do put a bunch of money in this, it just might be blown away by a hurricane at any minute anyway. So what's the difference? Mm-hmm. Like, I think they're just like, we keep it together until a hurricane blows it down, and then we fix shit. Sure. It only gets fixed when it gits blown over. The room was they go on to describe, like I said, the different levels here. Under rooms, they put the room was spacious but just felt dirty. Everything was sandy. Even the patio furniture was covered in sand and wasn't cleaned. No trash cans. Cabinets and furniture were old and had water damage. It says the hotel is just in deplorable condition. The only good thing was the front desk attendance. Which
also, your attendance or attendant? Plural?
Attendance.
With a C?
No, attendants. Oh, okay. 2 of them. Multiple attendant.
Right. So. But the beach is right there. You're going to have sand, and it's going to be wet. That's just
if the wind
that's what
blows,
it is.
sand is getting
Yeah.
on your patio furniture. That's just how it is. Yeah, fine. There's fine sand on top. It gets
You
everywhere.
can't have somebody with a leaf blower blowing all the fucking sand out of this all day.
On the beach. I think
Yeah.
you're asking for a lot. Yeah.
It's a big ask.
That'd be like being in the forest and being like, there's just leaves all over the patio. Well, yeah.
It's not fair. The
You're in the
pine
forest.
needles are everywhere.
They're just coming down, dude. Alyssa, 1 star. Even the price was low. I would spend more money just not to stay in this filth. Well, you should have. You should have
Why
known.
didn't you? Yeah.
You can tell when you look at hotels how good they're going to be by how much they cost. There's generally a
Right.
market that tells you.
That's exact 100%.
That's it. You get what you pay for.
It sucks. Yes.
You get what you pay for in hotels. Period.
There's never been a market that's more get
Nope.
what you pay for.
Nope. Never.
That's
it.
it.
You never walk in and go, I didn't. I think it was only $89, but this is beautiful. No. You want to stay at the Ritz-Carlton, it's $800. It's going to be real nice.
Pay more, and it's much better.
You want to stay at a shithole in Austin, it's $88 and you share the bed with your friend. That's how it works. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, man. The grounds are unkempt. The staff that checked us in was so rude, and the room was just, all caps, gross.
Right.
We are not picky and have stayed in many dated, she says undated rooms, but I think dated is what they're going for, that were great. The door locks didn't work. The bed was broken. Smoke alarm was dangling down. That's a good sign.
Dangling.
Dangling from a wire. We brought food in. Oh, God, this is unreal. And within 20 minutes, there were about 50 roaches in the bag.
Oh, boy. They hold on.
Yeah.
Did that come from the place you got them, or did you set the bag down? They crawled inside
yes,
the bag?
They set the bag down and they feasted upon it. Wow. That's when you light the bag on fire and leave the room and hope the whole place burns down.
Those roaches are far too comfortable around
Think about
here.
that. Yeah, they're just like, thanks, guys. And they go, hey, did you get any fries? Hey, is there any ketchup packets over here? Come on. What do you got, half a
Burger's
cheeseburger?
a little well
Christ's sake?
done, guys.
Come on, guys. Get some better quality food next time. All right, good. Come on. And then go back to eating.
Wow.
Who's getting the Big Mac? Me? All right. This is disturbing. I'm grossed out. The hot water barely worked, and the dial for the hot water fell off right in my hand. Excellent.
The dial. That's a
The dial. Yeah, the channel
knob?
change, the clicker. Upon checking out early, the man anger was extremely understanding and helpful. Manager. There's a space. There's a space. It says man space anger.
Yeah.
There's an N in there where it doesn't belong to. So, yeah, their manager is what you're going for. It was extremely understanding and helpful. Yeah, because everyone says this shit. That's why.
Right.
What's he going to say? Argue with you about 50 roaches being in a bag?
He's used to it.
Wow. This hotel needs a new cleaner, additional staff that matches the gentleman's service this morning, and pest control services. Uh-huh. You're out of your fucking mind.
It's a big ask.
That's the guy selling you the room. Don't give him credit.
But if they do all those things, this room is $140 a night.
That's the problem, and you're not staying here. If you buy a car and it falls apart, you're not like, the salesman was a really great guy, but I'm mad at the car. You're pissed at this asshole for selling you this shit.
You shouldn't have.
Kiala, 1 star. This place is extremely gross. That's fun. It's very obvious that no one cleans anything in between visits. The bathroom is so disgusting that I did not go to the beach as planned because I refused to even shower. So I have to check out early to go get my own shower. She needs a shower room. I was scared to pull back the covers of the bed, so I just laid on top of them with no blanket to sleep, which is the grossest.
Yeah.
No matter
That's
how
the grossest part. Yeah.
Yeah, no matter how filthy the sheets are, they've been washed before that comforter was.
Right.
That
Everything
comforter,
on top is just jizz.
I was just gonna say, it is just
so much.
It's basically like, you know how you glaze a donut? That's the comforter and jizz. A jizz glazed
Drizzled
comforter.
over it.
It's glazed
There's
and
everything
drizzled.
from hooker slobber to
You know the Twix commercials when they show them being made and they like pour all the chocolate on back and forth as they go? It's that with jizz.
yeah, it's like
You know what I'm
it's
talking
a
about.
wafer and then a
Caramel.
like a wafer of caramel, and then they drizzle the chocolate over it.
But like back and forth and real heavy. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know how it goes.
Picture hooker slobber and jizz. That's what
That's
is.
it's a nice combination. It's a potpourri, really.
Yeah.
This is great. Wow. Gladly, I only live an hour and a half away. There are roaches and the AC does not work. Honestly, the bathroom is like something from a horror film. There was water on the floor and it's muddy. Muddy?
Oh, no.
Anything
There's still
around
mud in here?
Anything wet and brown anywhere near the toilet is shit until proven otherwise.
That is
Period.
not mud.
That is your mud, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Why would you say muddy?
Muddy.
Why would you say shitty?
Shitty. There's shit on the floor is what you're trying to say.
I can't believe it. Look at all this mud all over here.
What the fuck?
Oh, boy.
The tub has huge stains in it, and there's tons of water damage in this room. This place is horrible, but the view is nice. Definitely not worth $100 for one night. Okay. This is interesting here because the owner response is everything. Steven, 1 star. This place is a filthy dump. 3 spaced exclamation points.
Oh,
exclamation, space, exclamation. He really wanted you to know.
Yeah.
This place seems to be more of a transient hotel. They advertise a swimming pool and laundry facilities. When I got there, I was told because of the hurricane last year, they had no swimming and no beach access and no laundry facilities. It's just a shithole now. They put us on the 3rd floor and the elevators were out of order. I don't think they're ever in order. I think they're just broken.
Those are just, that's their order.
That's the order they're in from now on. I told the desk clerk this would have been useful information to know beforehand. She said, quote, "We don't like to advertise that because we'll lose customers."
I mean, why would I tell you that?
Yeah. If I told you before you gave me the money, you wouldn't have given it to me. You know how it is? Yeah.
Don't worry.
The last straw was one night it dipped down into the 40s degrees-wise, and there was no heat in the room. It's Florida, though. Is there heat and shit, really? I moved 10 blocks down the road to the Holiday Inn. Wonderful hotel.
Really?
He says dirty rooms, 1/8 inch dust on fan blades. I stayed there 3 days, no maid service. They didn't even change the towels. I was told I had to request maid service. So you can see, I'm going to show you a picture of the pool. The pool is right on the beach. Like it would be awesome. It's like you could lean on it and look right out over the beach or over the ocean. It's cool as fuck, but it's destroyed. It looks like it hasn't been operational in 10 years.
It doesn't even have water in it.
No, the deep end is full of dirt. Look at that. It's all mud down there.
Mud,
That's
Jim.
actual mud.
There's the mud.
There's your mud.
Yeah.
The response from the owner. This is great. This seems like they had a social media person or one of the people had the password to their fucking Yelp account or whatever, and they answered this, and then they quit that day because the response from the owner is, the owner won't spend a dime. The only way to make a profit is to trick people. That's definitely not the owner.
Fuck you bitches, I'm out.
Oh, that's fucking amazing, man. Okay, let's read a couple more and then we'll get going here. All right, Mary. 1 star. Warning with 8 exclamation points. Please with 5 exclamation points.
Okay.
Do yourself a favor and keep driving with 2 exclamation points. We had to leave this hotel just 3 hours after checking in. Dead animal smell inside the AC unit.
Oh, no.
The smell was so bad we started getting sick. The front desk agent knew about it. She told the manager that she knew it was bad and that she had sprayed it with chemicals earlier to no avail. I tried to drown it out, but, you know.
Sprayed it with chemicals.
Wow. We went to Walmart to get towels, sheets, and pillows. You could have just gotten a decent hotel room. You don't need to. What are you doing?
We're in here cleaning this for them.
Yeah, no, that bad. The pillows had yellow stains, old blood stains in the sheets and towels. The bathroom was filthy. The motel looked like a third world nightmare. The sliding doors lock is a piece of wood on the floor in all rooms. Yeah, one of those. No one's breaking in that way anyway. Right. We ended up going to another hotel because by 9 p.m. we were throwing up and sick, my daughter and I. We'll pursue this matter to the end. Which is being on your stupid opinions. That's
right
the end.
Now.
That's right. Ma'am, I'm going to say hold on. Let me wait till the 12. It comes around. And now it's the end.
It's over.
There we go. I just clocked it. This place needs to be condemned for health code violations. Not everyone reads reviews, and I wish we did. They will charge your credit card when you book the room when they stated on the booking site that they would charge day of on the property. Do not book it here. You will not get a refund. Okay. Obviously not. I like this person. 1 star from Sarah. You definitely get what you pay for.
There it is.
The floors are cracked. The beds are worn. The cable doesn't work. The room phone doesn't work. The fridge doesn't work. The microwave was missing pieces, which I didn't even know that. There's a box and a door. I don't know what pieces can mix.
Maybe the spinny tray?
And even with that, you don't have to have a spinny tray.
Either way, you've got one piece.
It's a one piece.
Microwave.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. Missing pieces, and the pillows were rock hard. The sheets and blankets were itchy. Those are bed bugs. The sliding glass door was broke. The shower water pressure was pitiful, and the towels were dirty. Also, the elevator would get stuck. Hey, it was working, though, sort of.
You're lucky it went up.
So definitely took the stairs, and we were on the 3rd floor. Definitely not how I wanted to spend my birthday, but this place is non-refundable, so I had to get my money somehow. Would not recommend. Wow.
Love yourself more than this.
Please, Jesus Christ, man. That is pretty gross. All right. We'll let Patty have last word, I think. 1 star. This place is the worst hotel I've ever encountered.
Oh.
The carpet was full of dog fur. The bedding was dirty. The bathroom was so grimy, including the towels. White towels were brownish colored. Oh, my God. That is poop and blood. That's all I could think covered in it.
It's bodily something.
Oof. The worst part was being woken up by a bug crawling on my hand at 2:30 in the morning. It was a bed bug. Well, you're in bed, so.
So it was a little guy.
And it woke him up. It was very sensitive.
Yeah.
Man, Jesus Christ.
Most people ever just sleep through that and get bit.
No one ever fucked with this person at a slumber party. I'll tell you what. You put her hand in a glass of warm water, she is up before it hits the top. What are you doing? She's a tough one. When my boyfriend and I searched around, we found lots more. So we got up and left at 3 a.m. with my 4-year-old. Jesus. When we wanted a refund, they only gave half. This rating gets a below 0. If I could give below 0...
I would. They prorated this person's stay.
They did. That's hilarious. Well, you were here 6
here for
hours.
4 hours, so.
I guess. Such a bad experience. Jesus Christ, man. I love when people, there's a bunch of them that they name the front desk people, other than Rosie and Sandy, who were great up front there. Jesus Christ. Black mud blows from the air conditioner, one person said.
Black mud?
The GM said the ACs are cleaned every 6 months. So that's not enough anyway.
It's not due for service yet, so it's fine.
One of the homeless gentlemen he hires for housekeeping borrowed $30 and never came back to work. He just hires whoever's like in the parking lot and says, you want to make $30 and says, here, clean some rooms.
And they go borrow it from somebody and they leave.
Wow. That is wild. Breakfast was from 8 to 10. You're eating food here with the bugs?
Not a chance. Not a chance.
But the Jamaican girl didn't show up until 10:30. What difference does that make? She badmouthed everyone, even customers who complained, at one point stating it's their own fault because they should have read the reviews. Oh, my God. This is fucking amazing. They put 2 bowls of cereal, old fruit, and dollar store biscuits out. You're not allowed to get milk or juice. That's for closers there. Milk is for closers, mister.
Wow.
You got to have the extended. You got to be there like a month before you get milk privileges. That's a totally different thing.
Your stay's too short.
Wow. Close down this hotel, this hole down, this person says. Holy shit.
You can't. It's an open market. You know how it gets closed down? Stop staying there, you fucking moron. Love yourself more.
They also say the general manager lets a girl live in a $140 room for $89, but charges men full price, then lies and says the hotel is booked if you want a lower rate. Yeah, she's blowing him. You're not. You want to blow that guy? You want to blow the guy who runs this place? Get down on your knees in the muddy bathroom floor and blow him, and then get back to us and say that you're fucking...
Sounds like you caught wind of a scandal, and you need to shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah. They do say everything sucks except for Sandy and Rosie up front there. Again, loving Sandy and Rosie. Holy shit. So that's hilarious. There we go. So let's get out of here.
I can't stay another second.
I can't stay another second. There's so many more reviews that are just mold, bugs, scandal, mold, it's countless. You could just keep going forever. Let's go somewhere historic instead. All right, let us go, because I think what we're going to do here is, it's hard to have a personal item every week. Number one, there's just not that many of them. Number two, it's a little much.
I mean, there's a lot of them. They just do the same thing.
They do the same thing, and a lot of them don't have a lot of reviews is the problem. Yeah. So we'll find a crazy toy that's really funny and all this, but it has 8 reviews, and only 2 of them they wrote words, and they're like, this makes me happy. Yeah, so it's not there. So we'll do that, or kind of like a historical place, or like a world wonder type of deal, like we did like the Coliseum and shit like that, or we'll do historical shit. We did Vanderbilt a couple weeks ago. We're going to go to the Paul Revere House in Boston.
Oh, yeah. Revere.
There we go. The Paul Revere House. It is Revere's legendary ride began at this restored colonial era home, which includes family furnishings. Mm-hmm. It is $6 to get in.
How many?
$6. That's the admission.
$6. Yeah.
$6. I guess there's a whole tour that it's included on. That's like $54. I think they have like the historical Boston walking tour thing, because I think Sarah did that once. This is at 19 North Square in Boston, Massachusetts, and it has a lot of reviews. It has 4.5 stars out of 4,500 reviews.
Wow.
So it gets reviewed a lot, and it's a cool historical place, an old house in the city of Boston. It's cool.
Is it big?
I mean, it's decent size. I'll show you the picture of it here. It's not like the buildings around it are like, 5-story
Oh,
walk-ups.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
But this is like a regular house.
That's kind of a bummer, right?
Yeah, it's like attached to an apartment building.
Butted up against
like
a building. Fuck.
Yeah, there's like brownstones next to it. But that's what they do, and if they don't want to knock down historical shit, shit gets built around it, which I'd rather have that than have it knocked down for some new shit that's going to be there. So let's find out what people think here. Here we go. Here is Michael. 5 stars. Probably wouldn't have rated this 5 stars if it wasn't for the fact that it was only $6.
The cheapness is what made him love it?
That's what made him love it. Yeah. It's only, which I mean, that's the thing. I only paid $6. What do I want from this? You know what I mean? He says it's really quite small with only 3 rooms of the house to view. There's additional exhibits and a gift shop in the neighboring building, which does a good job at telling the story. The staff were very nice and attentive, so overall, I'd say it's a good value for $6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a historical thing. That's all you're really going there for. You're not going to...
I mean, what do you want?
You don't get to ride a horse and scream about the British also.
When was it built? The 1700s?
I think it's older than that, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, or it might be. Somebody mentions it. I can't remember, though.
Okay.
Matthew, 5 stars, went to the Paul Revere House in the north end of Boston. Oh, nice. It's in the Italian neighborhood, too.
Yeah.
Nice. That's fucking great. Hey, you see the Paul Revere House? Look at it. Ah, man. This
Pop by
guy.
Mike's and get you some cannoli. God damn, that's amazing.
Look at you. Yeah, oh, my God. This is fucking funny. That's hilarious. That's a hilarious place to be anyway, just because they have... The Italian Boston people have the greatest accents of any person on earth. They're the wildest, craziest accents ever.
Yeah.
They're strange. With only a $6 price for an adult, it was well worth the price. The house itself is small, but has a lot of information of life during that time period. Video and photos are not allowed in the house. A little surprised at this and wasn't really told why. I understand flashes can affect artwork, but there was none in the building. No artwork, meaning. Okay. So it's just pictures of the outside and a guy in a coonskin cap going into it. Okay.
Well, I mean, the reason for no pictures is because if you there's not a lot here to look at, I'm sure. And if you put all the pictures on Instagram, then nobody's going to want to fucking come see it.
I suppose that can't hurt for a reason.
Right. Yeah.
Evan gives 5 stars. How cool. This house is 345 years old. So there you go. That's
amazing.
Fucking old. Yeah, mid-1700s. A great look at the way our ancestors lived, and made even more special by the fact that Paul Revere himself lived there. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so they like it.
1600?
Well, 300. So yeah, it would have to be mid-1600s.
God damn.
It's a late 1600s this house was built. So,
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, they built it, and then they were like, "Oh Christ, all the Italian people are moving," and then Paul Revere left.
It's amazing that it's. I mean, granted, obviously the story, whatever, but it's amazing that this lasted through all the fires that have been through this fucking country.
Yeah, it's just everything, as we know from Small Town Murder, from 1880 to 1910, most of the country burned down at some point. Everything was on fire because everything was made of wood. Yeah, Matt, 2 stars, couldn't get in. The line was out into the street. What a shame. It must be awesome inside to have that many people lined up. Not sure how much money they wanted to walk through the house, but there was so much else to see in Boston, I didn't feel like waiting.
How many stars?
2. That makes no sense.
2 stars. I didn't even go inside.
Yeah. Why 2? That's what I'm saying. Where'd the extra star come from? It's not 1 star. 2 stars.
I don't know.
I don't get it at all, but Matt is pissy about that he didn't feel like waiting to go into a historical thing. Well, you're a dickhead. Okay. Howard, 2 stars. Took a stroll on the Freedom Trail, that's what it's called, but didn't want to spend $5 to get in. The area is historic and well kept up. So the response from the owner, Paul Revere himself, from the grave, said, "So sorry you did not want to come in. We think if you had come in, you would have discovered it's well worth it and well worth a higher rating." Yeah, why are you giving 2 stars for not even coming here? All right, 1 star. While this was one of our primary reasons for visiting the Liberty Trail, upon entering, $5 per adult, $1 per child, this was 5 years ago, we were told that the house is not where he lived, nor were the items in the home his. And why is it the Paul Revere house?
He had to have lived there.
He had to have been there. Maybe this is. I think this is where he came from, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was like a side pad he had for his. Paul Revere had a side chick that he had. He kept a fuck pad in the city for her, and then he had a house in the burbs where he stayed with his wife and kids. You know how it is. Furthermore, they didn't even represent the time period. They just had IKEA coffee tables in there and shit.
What do you want?
Like a leather sectional they had. Like,
the problem is the shit that would have existed back then it's ruined to time.
It's like hundreds and hundreds of years. Yeah.
You can't have a couch that he sat on be in there. It's
probably
it'd be just springs.
And then you complain you're not allowed to sit on it. So you'd bitch about that. Only positive thing after paying for entry was there were restrooms at most places in Boston don't allow the public to use their restrooms. So if you have to, this is a quick place to take a $6 shit. If you're really desperate, you can do that. They'll let you. That's nice. The response from the owner is long. It's long. Really? I'm very sorry you had a bad experience. Paul Revere did indeed live in the house, so I'm not sure what our guide said that resulted in this confusion. He owned the home from 1770 to 1800, and though not in residence for a portion of the time, he spent many years there with his large family. We do talk about the first owner of the home, Robert Howard, so that might be what you heard. Also, all the items in the house are from the correct time period, either for Howard or Revere, with the exception of very few reproduction items. So they are those items just reproduced. They're not the originals, but still.
This guy wants shit that Revere, he wants his fucking saddle from the ride.
He wants to dust it for Paul Revere's fingerprints, everything he sees.
Calm down, man.
We also do have quite a few artifacts on display that were owned by Revere, mostly on the second floor in the bedchamber. I'm not sure how this misunderstanding happened. Perhaps the guides in the house were not as clear as they might have been. Okay, that's good. Barry, 1 star. Waste of time and money. $6? They said that $6. They said the tour would take around 30 minutes, and I went through the whole experience in 5 minutes.
Okay.
He didn't read or look at anything. You just walked through it, and we're like, I'm done. What the fuck?
That's worth $6.
Yeah, I literally could have saved 3 minutes if I didn't feel obligated to listen to the, quote, tour guide. Why is it a, quote, tour guide? It's their job? Is it a tour? Is their job to guide it? That's a tour guide. Talking about things that were unimpressive. Well, what does this guy want? The ghost of Paul Revere to fucking come back to the house? I bet the employee turnover at this place is high because who could have any self-respect spending your time working there? People who like history? I don't know.
He's kind of a...
People work at McDonald's. What are you talking about? People sell Arby's. Do you get that?
Do you know the fire sale on dignity in this fucking country, man?
Yes. People clean toilets. What are you talking about? This person stands around and goes, Paul Revere's fucking room is this way. Yeah.
This is pretty impressive house if it still stands and that man's feet were on the floorboards at some point. It's pretty fucking cool.
Response from the owner. I like this. Yeah. Barry, I am sorry you didn't enjoy your visit. Most of our visitors do spend 20 to 30 minutes and use that time to interact with the guides and ask about what interests them. I hope you understood that you could enter into a dialogue with the guides on each floor.
Oh, why don't you open your fucking mouth, dickhead?
You fucking ask if you want something. I also hope you didn't miss our visitor center where we also have a staff member who will answer additional questions about the exhibits in the building. He didn't want to ask questions. He wanted to show. He wanted to go in there and be entertained. That's what he wanted. Right. Entertain me. Nope. Flick to the next reel. I don't care. That's what he did. He just went to the next fucking Instagram post.
For $6, James, if somebody tried to give you $6 for a tour of your house, would you even give it? Get the fuck off my doorstep.
Get out of my house. I don't need your $6. Fuck off.
$6 for Paul Revere's house? That's amazing.
That seems decent. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Regarding the staff, some are students who do come and go, and others have been with us a few years. Some even go off to graduate school, then return, so our record is actually pretty good. I do hope you'll give us another try sometime. It should have been, you know what, Barry? Go fuck yourself. You don't like history. You don't like history. Go home and play PS5 and suck our historically fucking wretched, wrinkled cocks. That's what we want from you. All of us. Our pasty, bewigged, fucking powdered cocks. Suck them like a fucking lollipop.
Go dig up Revere and suck his 300-year dead dick.
Do it. Jesus Christ. Josh, 1 star. This was probably the worst historic site I visited.
Where are you going?
I don't know what these people want. I really don't. $6 to visit 3 rooms with a couple of pieces of old furniture and fake decorations. I also don't respect Paul Revere. What did he even do that was so serious? What warrants him getting so much attention? Also,
are you kidding me?
Oh, well, get it. Also, you can't take photos, which luckily they didn't listen to the tour guide. They'll tell you what warrants it, which luckily wasn't too much of a problem because there isn't anything worth taking photos of. Don't go here. Save your money and buy a movie ticket on a Tuesday or a fabulous drink instead. Thanks. Okay, Josh.
I can't imagine, Josh. Joshua,
listen,
you are a fucking turd.
I get that.
1 if by land, 2 if by sea.
Well, I get
know that because of Paul.
Well, we know that because that's the legend that was put. Yes, Paul. There was other people doing it. It wasn't just Paul Revere.
But
Paul
he
Revere
ran through the streets screaming, "The British are
rode a
coming."
horse.
Yeah.
There's Paul Revere was the guy who took the most credit. He was the guy who was like, "See what I did," while everyone else was just. That's why he's famous. But he did do a thing. It was just he wasn't the only one. The way we look at it in our historical, just that like little thumbnail thing you have in your head is he was riding down the streets by himself telling everybody, which obviously he can't tell everybody.
It's a big city.
It's what I mean. So there was a lot of other people doing it. So there's a long ride. So, but he did do it also. That's not a lie. Okay. Nicholas, 1 star. I tried to write a 3-star review about how this place wasn't a tourist trap, but I couldn't. There's like 3 rooms for $5. And it gets really crowded in peak season. If you do go, make sure to pick the docents' brains. They are quite knowledgeable. Yeah, that's the point. This is a response from the owner. Nicholas, we are disappointed by your low review. Which sounds like their mom, like, we're really sad that you chose to misbehave in this manner. I'm disappointed. I am guessing that you didn't have the time or opportunity to see our visitor center, which has additional exhibits on topics including Revere's businesses and the midnight ride. Homes of the time were quite small, so 4 rooms is not an uncommon size. Yeah, if you look at home sizes,
oh, come on.
In 1955, they were half of what the average house is now. That was in the 50s. Imagine going back 300 more years, what you got. Our houses are enormous now. They're crazy in America.
The greed it's created this giant home. Yeah.
These people wanted to show up and see a McMansion that they could look through and see, this is where he had his big screen. Okay, it was in here.
He lived in this piece of shit?
This is his media room? Jesus, what the fuck, Paul? Give me a break. Homes of the time are quite small. Yes, glad you found our guides knowledgeable. All right, Alex, 1 star. Paul Revere room is more of an accurate description.
Yeah.
Not house, room. Ha.
Yeah. All right.
I am all for historical preservation, but my money was not well spent to this one.
Okay.
It's $6. And this is from 6 years ago when it was $5.
Wow.
They've raised it $1 in a half a decade. First, the house was completely restored in the 1900s.
Yeah, so
what? Because otherwise it would be dangerous for you to walk in there because there'd be beams falling from the ceiling every fucking step you made to be falling through floors.
When they restore things, it doesn't mean they pull the fucking house down and rebuild it. It's the same house. They just put new shit in it.
My house was built in 1826. Do you think everything's all original in there from then or not?
It's impossible.
The only thing that's original is the walls of the basement. That's it. Those are like those stone walls. Everything else was rebuilt at some point. It had to have
Wood
been.
breaks down, man.
Yeah, everything does. This person said everything felt like a play set instead of a genuine, authentic 18th century house. They didn't have a time machine available for Alex, so he's upset about it.
Unreal, man.
I would know. I am a historian.
Okay.
Sorry, Alex.
You,
then
Alex.
You should know how things are done and restored, then you fucking idiot. And then he says, avoid. What a dipshit. And that's a person with a lot of reviews, too. Like, he's just steering people all wrong.
What a moron.
Rachel, 1 star. Small and dingy with a mattress. Okay. Not an authentic experience, as the house had an air conditioner, and I doubt Paul Revere himself had air conditioning.
I guarantee he did not.
No. But if the house didn't, every review would be, I went there in August and it was like so 94 degrees and there's no air conditioning. So they said we'll get less reviews on the historical inaccuracy.
Wow.
Response from the owner, we're sorry you didn't enjoy your visit. Of course you are correct that Revere did not have air conditioning beyond open windows, but many of our visitors appreciate the cool air as well as the central heating in the winter. He also didn't have that. You fucking idiot, which allows them to enjoy the house all year long. I'm sorry that you somehow missed the fully furnished bedchamber on the second floor, which includes brightly painted walls and wallpaper and several fine pieces of Revere-owned furniture. I hope you will visit again and get a chance to see the full site. ...
Revere-owned furniture? ...
You cunt, is what it seemed like that person wanted to write.
Don't come back.
Don't come back and fuck off. Yeah, it's some furniture that he had that's still there. It's pretty cool. Aurora, 1 star. My brother with Down syndrome, who needs help with reading and comprehension, and I went to Paul Revere's house on December 29th, 2018. I am physically challenged. I'll put the D on for you. I can't do stairs and need the aid of a walker. However, I checked the website. Hey, check the website.
Yeah,
as we'll know from earlier episodes, you got to check the website. Followed up with a phone call to ensure it was handicap accessible. We were so excited to tour the house of Paul Revere together. To our dismay, the elevators weren't working. My brother toured the house alone while I waited in the courtyard. Truly, they need to implement a better way of communicating with people that have disabilities. It wasn't the experience we hoped for. Well, no, you sat on the first floor in a wheelchair. That's not any experience.
Also, don't go anywhere that was built in the 1600s and expect it to be handicapped accessible.
No, well, the response from the owner says the elevator failed on Saturday afternoon, so we could not have let you know the situation prior to your arrival. Right. It happened when you were en route. We have a room on the first floor of the visitor center where you might have waited in comfort. I hope you entered the first floor of the house, which is accessed by a ramp with an entrance at grade as is the first floor of the visitor center. We pride ourselves in having made the site fully accessible. Nate, 1 star. Not much to say other than the house looks really old compared to the other houses in Boston. It just looks like it was made in like the 1700s or something. I don't know. Also, the Wi-Fi sucks there. That's a real review that somebody put. It just looks older than the other houses. I was like expecting like a cool, like a rich guy's house. Like take me to like a tech bro's house. Like I'd rather see that. You know what I mean? Like that's much cooler. Fucking better Wi-Fi too. You know this place. Paul Revere.
Did he go to the north end
Wi-Fi.
and like look around and say that this looks just a little older? Is that what he's saying?
That's what he said. Yeah, this is older. This looks old and shitty. And the Wi-Fi blows.
Wi-Fi sucks.
Wi-Fi
Why were you on the
sucks,
Wi-Fi?
man.
Get a better phone service, you piece of shit.
Fucking yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, there you go. Get Mint Mobile. That's what we have. They're a sponsor of ours.
You're in Boston and
them.
your cell phone sucks. That's because you have a cheap cell phone.
That's what you need. You need a better phone. Next up, 1 star. This place is extremely overrated. It has 2 rooms of 1,100 square foot old house that renovated 23 times and had nothing at all from the 1680 era. In 1900s, it was renovated and now everything is fake.
Oh, boy.
Response from the owner: the house has certainly had many changes over 338 years.
Yeah.
But it is not fake. There are 4 rooms open to visitors. There's also an attic and a cellar we aren't able to show because of fire code restrictions. Owners of the house made changes to it as early as the beginning of the 18th century. That's the 1700s, by the way, before Paul Revere was even born. So Paul Revere, we couldn't have fixed this because it was even, wow. But it still contains a remarkable amount of the original 17th century material, including about 90% of the main framing, including posts, beams, joists, and subflooring. That's fucking cool.
It's pretty much all of it.
That's a lot of it, yeah. It's things that failed they had to replace. So, yeah, that's what they say there. Hillary, 1 star. The directions on Google Maps are incorrect and infuriating. We have given up trying to find it.
It has an address, man.
Because Google Maps you can't follow Google Maps. That's the house's fault. The house doesn't have a navigation app that didn't take you there. That's Google. Give Google 1 star, not the fucking house.
It literally has a mailing address that is 400 years old.
What do you want? And then finally, 1 star. It's whack.
It's whack.
It's whack. And response from the owner: hey, what happened? Why so low? Why are we whack? Yeah, explain our whackness to me. Okay, so people didn't feel like they got a good value at $6 for a fucking historical tour. We'll go somewhere where they're definitely going to get a good value.
Right.
Value Village, a thrift store.
Where is that?
It is. This particular one is in Tukwila, Washington. Tukwila, Washington. Don't know.
Tukwila, right?
Maybe. Tukwila, that sounds right. 16,700 South Center Parkway there. It has 3.9 stars out of about 600 reviews, too. So it is not doing great. But we'll find out what people think here. Angela.
Please do. Yeah.
Please do. Angela, 1 star, or 4 stars. I'm sorry, 4 stars. Okay. I haven't been to a whole lot of value villages, so I don't know if they're usually this clean and organized, but I was pleasantly surprised to see how clean and organized this store was. Miscellaneous toys were neatly put in plastic bags. Jeans were neatly folded and hung on the racks, and everything was just organized so well. They had a great selection of clothes and housewares. I came out with 5 Minecraft shirts for my 7-year-old, and he was so excited about them. I will be coming here for my thrifting from here on out. However, the self-checkout station seemed like a disaster. We waited too long for help and should have just went through the regular checkout line. Kinda ruined our visit here.
Really?
And the pictures here, too, like, look at the way they have the jeans. They're, like, hanging off to where they're, like, on one side.
Yeah,
very convenient, so you can see the size.
Yeah.
That's nice. You don't have to do it the other way. It looks like it's well organized and done pretty nice there. Looks like a Ross or whatever.
Yeah.
Sunny, 3 stars. The employees really need to pump the brakes on the closing announcements. Pump the brakes. It's aggressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, get the fuck out.
Fuck out. We no longer want you here. Anybody here in the store in about 4 minutes will be chased by the dogs. Let's go. Everybody out. Snipers to your positions. Snipers, your positions.
I've got a Bumble date. I got to go.
I got to go now. Have a good one.
Anyone left inside will have to face the gauntlet and the drawbridge to get out.
You'll also have to do all of the hazing rituals for a fraternity. That's what you have to do as well. You got that going on. Things are going up your ass.
Your penis.
You know it. So it's aggressive and off-putting. I have walked through the door and had an employee greet me with, "We close in an hour."
Hurry up.
Hey, fuck off. Hello to you too, this person says. But it doesn't stop there. Every 15 minutes, there's a closing announcement. Then every store does that.
Yeah.
Store will be closing in 1 hour. Store will be closing in 45 minutes. Store will be closing in 10 minutes.
It's not to nag you. It's in case somebody just walked in.
Exactly. Now they know. It's when you're listening to like a radio show and every time they come back from commercial, they go, hey, I'm so-and-so here with the dick hole and we have fucking, the guy from Smash Mouth on or something.
Yeah.
They tell you that every time.
On the 8s. Every 8 minutes, they tell you.
That's why. That's the reason why. We close in an hour, 15 minutes. Then there's a closing announcement, then every 5 minutes. I finally just asked if they clock out at closing time or whatever. I shop here often and leave before closing and encounter this treatment every time. How about stop going the last hour they're open?
Why are you going at closing time to a thrift store? That's when nothing is there.
Where are you going?
All the good stuff's been taken, you dipshit.
Aside from that, it's a thrift store. Sometimes I find great stuff and sometimes I don't. That's a thrift store. Yeah. The store is tidy and the employees are nice enough. My son and I joke that if we showed up early in the day, they'd still announce when they are closing. They close at 8, everyone. I think if you show up before 7, they probably don't mention it, I would say. Cherry 1 star. Okay. Closing the bathrooms off to the public is incredibly ableist and also just terrible business. It's people who can, non-incontinent people. That's who it's favoring. Yes. While I don't agree with hiding bathrooms behind codes, at least it's available if a customer needs it. People aren't going to want to stay and shop if they're uncomfortable or have an illness that makes going an emergency. Being in the middle of an emergency situation and having an employee yell at me, employees only, was a very humiliating experience. Bathrooms aren't a privilege. That is tough when you're like, listen, I got a real problem that needs to be solved here. And someone is like, nope, sorry. It's like, really? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? Your hole that shit goes down is too good for me? That's too good for me. I didn't ask to shit on your kitchen table. I said, can I shit in the fucking bathroom of a store?
I hate when they're like, employees only. I'm like, look, motherfucker, where do you shit is where I'm going to shit. There's an issue. It's about to be your problem. Yeah.
They're saying our shit doesn't smell. Yours does. Right. That's what there's literally our shit doesn't smell. Yeah. Yeah. And it's going to be a problem. If it's a problem for me, soon it will be a problem for everybody.
It's about to certainly be yours because your customers aren't going to clean it up. Guess who's going to? I'm not going to.
Be you. I'm going to walk
right
away.
The fuck out of here.
I'm going to make a trail all the way to my house. You guys can follow me with a mop.
Me again.
Yeah. Enjoy. I'll definitely not be coming back. I'll tell you that much. AH gives 1 star. This place is a scam. Now it's a scam.
Oh.
Are there items? Do you buy them? And then it's not a scam. That's it. It's a store with items you buy.
Yeah.
It's not like they're promising you. It's not like a store with like a wishing well in the middle of it or something, and that's their business model. Like that's a scam.
They're not making me sit through an hour presentation.
Yeah, for some golf clubs or some shit, or a free weekend somewhere. No dressing rooms to try on an item's fit, and you can't return items either. Technically, they will let you do an exchange, but the exchange has to be the same day purchase, and they won't give you cash back or even store credit.
What?
It's a thrift store.
And you've got 12. You've got till this motherfucker closes to return it.
How about this? It's used shit. All sales are final. That's what I'd say. Fucking letting you return it today is a really. I'm giving you something away. Should just say
that announcement.
It's used shit. It's yours now.
That announcement when you walk in is to tell you only have an hour to return whatever the fuck you buy.
That's it. And you're not allowed to use the bathroom, just in case you were wondering.
So hurry it up.
An expensive lesson in not shopping here again. How expensive was it at the thrift store? At the Value fucking Village or whatever? As this failure loop seems to be intentional to store policy.
Failure loop?
Calm down, okay? Just calm down. Victoria, 1 star. Had a run-in with an employee with an awful attitude because I took my toddler son to the restroom. The restrooms are not public access.
Right.
Another male employee let me use it because my toddler was about to wet it himself, and it bothered the female employee much more than it should have. Her tone toward me was very unprofessional and unpleasant. Okay. They probably thought you were shooting up in there, and then you run in and you had a kid in there, and they were like, all right, I guess
that's the only reason they stop people from using them, right?
That's it.
It's just because there's drugs. Okay, so
Yeah, because every like fast food restroom in the country, once a day at least, they have the cops pulling somebody who's OD'd out.
Person
That's
out of there.
That's why. All right, here's one. SW gives 1 star. Here's a skirt I donated. By the way, there's a picture of the skirt.
Yeah.
It's a hideous flowered.
She donated it?
Hideous flowered thing. Okay.
Donated that for people to buy if they want to.
Yeah, if they have to.
Yeah.
Here's a skirt that I donated that I bought for maybe $4. Here it is priced almost at $10. It is priced at $8.79, by the way. It's right in the picture there.
Yeah.
So you can just say $8.79, not almost $10.
Right.
I miss being able to shop at my favorite Value Village for reasonable prices. The racks are so full and so hard to look through. Most of it is garbage clothing. LuLaRoe, Sheen or Shine or Shane or
yeah.
Shane.
It's the
I've seen it.
Yeah. It's the Chinese website that has
Temu
trash
of
on
clothes,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And other super cheap clothing at expensive prices, probably more than people paid for it. No one is buying the majority of the clothes because it's fast fashion at an unreasonably high price. I thought Value Village cares about the environment. These clothes are just going to end up going into a landfill instead of helping people in need of cheap clothing.
Right.
They didn't say they're putting it in a landfill, did they?
And you donated. You don't get to donate and say only sell this for $4.
Yeah, it's not yours. And then at that point,
I don't know. What up?
I would assume when they're done here, if they're not selling it after a while, if they pull it off the shelves, they probably just give it to a shelter or one of those, like in Phoenix, St. Vincent's de Paul thing where you go drop off a box of clothes and they just give it to people. Sure. Stop profiting off capitalism.
What?
You
can't say that.
Wrap your heads around that statement, everybody.
Stop bettering yourself with profit.
But also stop profiting off capitalism.
Which is literally what it's
that's like mind-blowing.
Wow.
That I don't even know how to wow.
You're giving it away.
My
you
brain
don't
just
give a
broke.
shit about this product anymore.
It's a store.
Right. They've got to pay rent.
It's a store, but it's a business. A business, the only way they stay in business is a profit.
Right.
I get don't gouge people, but it's a profit deal, like Steve Martin once said. Like you said, all of your items are donated. Where is the inflation? These are in all caps, this last paragraph, by the way. Bring back fitting rooms or change your exchange policy to a return policy. Stop stealing from poor people. Stop being an evil for-profit corporation.
Oh, boy.
It's the Value Village. I would love to look at the Value Village's books to see what they pull in a month. I guarantee it's not like, some tech company or some AI shit or some like oil company or some insurance company. It's the Value Village. Evil corporation.
Wow. They have
a shitload of stores.
They reported $1.6 billion in net sales at a profit of between $47 and $58 million. So it costs a lot of fucking money to run these.
It's a business. Yeah, there's a lot of employees. There's a lot of all that. I don't know. But I think there's companies that are gouging quite more, like like the ones I named.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Calm down, fucking Luigi of Value Mart over here. Chill out. Value Village Luigi Mangione over here. All right.
She's had enough. People are dying, James.
People are dying. She's going to gun down the Value Village CEO somewhere as he gets out of his Nissan Altima.
Yeah, it ain't the people running this place that are making the money, lady.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Abby, 1 star. I was here Sunday morning with my 2 daughters and watched an employee tell a young girl to cover up because she was wearing shorts that they said were too short. Oh, now it's turned into a roller skating rink.
Oh, boy.
Where we're going to impose our
children. Yeah.
Wow. I was shocked at an employee, particularly at a clothing store, policing the clothing of a customer. My family and I immediately left the store. I did not want my daughters to think this behavior was okay. Don't think we will be shopping here again.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt, 1 star. I was questioned by some lady here at self-checkout if I had scanned everything, my 2 items, and I thought she could use a shower. Okay. A dirty lady asked him about his items. That's what I get out of that.
She needs a shower.
Fergie, 1 star. Just had a really bad experience with a lady at self-checkout, actually reaching into my tote bag saying I didn't scan all items. She grabs my wallet, all I had in my shopping tote, along with my car key, proceeds to be in my space, asking me a ton of questions and just pestering me as I'm trying to check out. But what did she say about your outfit, though? Was your pussy hanging out? Were they upset about that? Disguising as customer service, but clearly making assumptions. So uncomfortable. Not even at the highest priced stores do you get this treatment. No, the higher priced stores, they don't do that to you because they treat you nicely because you're going to spend a lot of money. This place, they're like, you came in here and bought $4 worth of shit. We're shaking you down.
I like to imagine this is Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas, and she's fallen so far she now shops at Value Village.
That she's just super rich, but she's like, this is why I'm rich. Shop at Value Village.
Yeah.
I had 4 children's books. Well, we know she can't read, so never mind. No. For a total of 11.
She's trying.
She reads very well.
Learning.
For a total of $11. You don't need to reach into my personal bag like that. Get some manners.
Okay.
All right. Brandy, 1 star. I usually don't leave reviews, but I had to after this. If I could give 0 stars, I would. She did it. Brandy, our star of the week, everybody. We're going to start giving away a star of the week, and it's Brandy this week for getting it right.
Yeah.
I would. I have never been so embarrassed and flustered in my life. The self-checkout lady was so rude and freaked out because I scanned the pans in the basket. She said take them and put them on the counter and ripped them out of my hands and started scanning them again. I told her I already scanned those and she counts them again. I told her, okay, I got it. Back up, please. She said, I'm just following policy. Our policy is to get right in your face. That's our policy.
Our policy is to rescan everything twice.
Yeah, and make you pay double.
Sell $1 billion worth of garbage.
Our policy is get one thing, pay for 2. Now we understand that's very generous, but we insist, honestly. Very generous. I told her that I heard you the first 5 times, but you seriously need to back up. She snarks off talking to the other customers about saying now she has to play the waiting game. I'm trying to finish my scanning, and she comes back and starts going again. I was so uncomfortable. I was just about to walk out, but I already scanned most of it. That there's no punctuation in this entire thing, by the way, so it's very hard to read. Then she yells from the counter that I better bring that cart back. I will never go. I'm going to take it home with me now. Now it's my cart.
Using it as a bag.
Fuck, I will never go back there. It was a nightmare. P.S. I got home and realized she scanned all the pans twice. So not only was I disrespected, but charged double. She needs to get let go ASAP. Every review in here is about her. Value Village, start listening to your customers or you're going to lose a lot of business. Not lose. You're going to lose it. David, 1 star. Rude customer service. Beware of predatory return policy.
Yeah, it's just today.
Everybody, it's Value fucking Village. Policy will not provide place for trying on clothes, will not accept returns. Buyer beware. Go elsewhere for purchases. Okay, Crystal, 1 star. I'm not one to leave bad reviews, but
yeah.
There's a but coming. Yep. But this has to be the worst retail experience I've ever had. Well, it's not retail. That's the thing.
No, right.
What you are is at a secondhand store.
Thrifting. Yeah,
that's not retail. Retail is well above this. That's why they're treating you like this.
So is it just it's Savers Value Village? So it's Savers somewhere in other places and Value Village in other places?
Probably, yeah. Wow. That's what I can imagine.
It's
yeah,
Savers.
They're the same company.
Yeah.
Which they have those in Arizona. It's a big fucking
I'm
shitty thrift store.
Yeah.
My mother loved those fucking things. She used to go all day to those fucking stores. She loves them. I don't know why. Like sifting through shit, I guess.
Yeah.
I understand staffing is difficult, but I really hope for your establishment's sake that you guys are able to do better than your associate Daniela, who claims to be the manager of this location.
Yeah.
She lacks every single aspect of customer service, and she's one of the rudest staff members I have ever encountered.
Yeah.
I think he means anywhere. Also, okay. Orville, 1 star. I need to leave a review, but it's not going to get nowhere. I've been reading the reviews, and I can't believe that corporate hasn't done anything to make complaints right. but it's not going to get nowhere. Nowhere. I am going to waste my time with this review because my experience was so horrible that I promised my wife that if I have to write to corporate or even drive to corporate, I vowed that I am going to be heard. And I'm sure I speak for the other 1,000,000 one-star reviews. There's only 549 reviews total, by the way. I encourage people to write and call corporate. I will be listing corporate's info on this page. Join me and rise up against corporate Value Village.
Call your congressman.
Yeah. I bought $14 worth of shit there, and I will have satisfaction. Like, who cares? Heather, wow. 1 star. I would have given 5 stars, but the lady employee that at the self-checkout right now was so extremely rude to me. I think this Danielle is a problem.
Yes, she is.
She embarrassed me because by accusing me of stealing my own purse, all caps.
Yeah, I stole this purse.
That's awesome.
My fucking ID and credit card.
It's got all my shit in it, my lipstick.
Pictures of my kids.
Yeah, you might want to see those. And then said I changed a price tag on something. I will never shop at this place again because of this one extremely rude employee. I spent $70 on 2 items at a thrift store, and the employee accused me of trying to steal my own purse. She should not work with customers because she has 0 customer service and is one of the rudest people I have ever had to deal with. This guy, 1 star. One of the assistant managers that works the self-checkout is as rude as can be. Super condescending and smug. Oh, man. They only allow returns on clothes and shoes, but don't consider hats to be a clothing item, even though if you Google it, it is. If you Google as a hat clothes, Google says yes.
Yeah.
So, even when you do return clothes that they don't let you try on, they don't give you a gift card. You have to buy something else right there. Unlike Goodwill, who gives you a gift card.
You're going
shop
to
at Goodwill.
Try on secondhand shit in the store?
Yeah, just go. That looks about right.
That's close.
I don't try on firsthand shit in the store. Do you?
I buy shit online, anything. And when it doesn't fit,
exactly.
I go, fuck it, and I throw it away.
It's good. I have a pile of shit in my closet that I paid good money for that I need to donate somewhere, and not to a Value Village, apparently. I got to give it to...
I go, that's on me.
Holy shit. Isabella, 1 star. We bought some records and the woman at the checkout ripped open the sleeves to scan the codes. Why did they put the barcode inside the sleeves? Thanks for ruining our new records.
Oh, she
just tore the whole thing.
Ripped the jacket.
Oh my God, that's amazing. There's other ones. An employee tried to steal their car keys.
Oh my God.
Somebody followed them around here all the way around the store, saying that if they don't open their backpack, they're not allowed to leave.
What?
They did a Bronx Tale, like when the bikers are in the bar and they close the door and they go, all right, now you can't leave. They did that. Get out? No, now you can't leave. Holy shit. And then finally I like this. 1 star. This one closes at 7, but they won't let you inside past 6:50. No. You don't have time to shop and then check out, motherfucker. That's it. Oh, man. So there's that. And then we'll end it there. There you go, Value Village. That's a good one to end on, is one of those fucking idiots. By the way, let me show you the door. One of the glass panels is a wood piece, like a hurricane just hit the place. Particle board hurricane fucking covers. What they put on abandoned houses.
If anything positive comes from this show ever, I hope it's that people understand if something says a closing time and you look at your watch and it's within a half an hour of that.
Just don't go.
It's closed. It's closed. Fucking go. Stop it.
You don't have the time.
No.
And everyone hates you and they're going to be rude to you.
You're an asshole.
You are an asshole. So everyone out there, are you an asshole? If you are, fix that shit. Either way, keep coming back and seeing us week after week. Head to shutupandgivememurder.com for everything about any of our shows, Your Stupid Opinions, Small Town Murder, or Crime and Sports. There is Your Stupid Opinions merchandise up. Go ahead and grab that. Follow on social media. Tell your friends and keep coming back every week. And until next week, everybody, thank you so much. We'll see you then.
Bye.